Okay, so when you're customizing the header, you will see that you have various options: site, identity, header media, header top bar, main area, and menu. Okay, so when we're talking about the header, we're actually talking about this section over here, which in other themes would be the picture at the back wouldn't go all the way, so you'd have either a white background or a different color background. But this is pretty much the section that we're going to be doing here. So it includes your logo, your menu items. Sometimes you have a button in here, and we're also looking at the header top bar, which is if you sometimes put the top bar, but we'll show you all of that. Okay, so the first thing I do is obviously you want to look at your site identity. Okay, so let's click on that. And you'll see there is the logo. It's a little bit hard to spot because it's white on very light background, but that's essentially that is what it is there. So you would like to add your own logo here. So all you do is click on remove or change the logo. So now I have uploaded a few logos because I want to show you one or two things. Okay, so you can either click on upload files and then you can drop a file in, or select files and it will go through to your computer. I've already put them here. You can also, if you've got a different tab open, just drag the picture in and across. Okay, so let's select, this is our logo. We're actually going to be creating this, the feet, fitness and nutrition. So let's select. So you can see it gives you a portion over here, but obviously we don't want to crop the picture. So we click skip cropping. Okay, so we've now uploaded the logo and you can clearly see there are two things really wrong with this. First of all, it's way too big. And secondly, this theme actually requires a logo with a transparent background and we have a white background. So even if you make it small, it's still going to look a little bit silly because you have the white background in it. Okay, so let's change the logo and we click on this one, which has a transparent background. But you can see it's still too big. So in order to make it smaller, you can click on the image, click on it again, edit. Okay, and then we're going to scale this picture down. So let's make it the length. We're going to make the length, let's say 250, and it'll automatically change it. It'll scale it. Okay, and we just click on scale and update. Okay, so from here you actually need to go back to the customize bar. So you can go to appearance, customize. Okay, or if you want to go back, you can go visit site and customize. Now you'll see it didn't change the logo because we didn't actually publish it once we'd actually changed the logo. So we will now go into customize, back into your header, back into site identity, and we will change the logo. And you'll see if you click on this now, it has changed the dimensions. It's scaled it down from 668 that it was to 250. We select that image, skip cropping, and there your logo is in there. Now, what I also want to just point out is when you are deciding on the layout of your site, take a look at your logo, because you'll see here it looks really great with a white background, but as soon as you put it onto a dark background, it doesn't actually look that great. Okay, so if you do have a logo like this, you either need to get somebody to have this wording put into white, or you would have to opt for, you know, one of the themes that has actually got the white bar across here, and then have your main image below it. Okay, but obviously that's personal preference. So what I want to show you guys now is, you can see on the logo there are my two colors. It's, well, actually three, because you've got the dark gray and the green and the blue. Okay, and we'd like to run these colors as a theme throughout our site. So for example, here we'd like to change it, and maybe perhaps on our buttons, you know, these headings here, we'd like to use one of these three colors so that your color scheme can actually be uniform. So what I do here is, let's just click publish, and once you've published it, you can go out and this is now your site the way it will look if it's live. Okay, so it's quite a handy tool to actually get the exact color codes of your logo or anything on your site so that you can actually match it up. And it's called Eyedropper. You'll see I have got it over here in the top of my bar, and you can actually download Eyedropper Color Picker, and it'll install it onto your computer. And what's quite nice about this is that you can, it says here, pick a color from your web page. Remember, this will only work on a live web page. It won't work while you're in editing or customize mode. So if you go to Color Picker and you can't figure out why it's not working, just always check that you're actually on a live website and not on your editing mode. Okay, so you basically go click a color from your Color Picker, wait for it to point at it, drag the little hand pointer over the color, click on it, and there it will give you the color codes of that color. So what I do is I take all three of them, click on that. Did it bring it up? Yes, it did. Okay, and there you have that one, and then we're also going to just take this gray because that's quite nice for your headings. And there you have your color palette for your website that you can refer back to at any time. Now we are going to go back to the customize section. And back to header and back to site identity. Okay. Under the logo, you will see Retina logo. What a Retina logo is if you are showing your website on a very high resolution screen, obviously with today's technology, things are getting better and bigger, and so you can actually, have the opportunity where you want to show your logo on a much higher pixels. You can actually upload 4 times the size picture pixel logo that you have. So I don't actually have one of those for this logo at the moment, but say for the example this is 100 times 200 pixels, you can upload 4 or 5 times that over here. So it won't show on your actual site, it will come up when it needs to. Okay, the site icon, that's this over here. Basically, if you take a look at this picture that's been uploaded here, and you look in your menu tabs, you can see that's where that picture will appear. So what I'm going to do is change the image, and I will just put the logo in, but you can see I've selected the big one, and you can move it across, and then you can see over here what it'll look like in your top tab over there. So if you move it right across there, you'll see that, and I'm going to put that, and that'll actually resize the image to the correct size. You can see over there, and you can see at the top how it's actually changed. Okay, so that's basically that, and now we come to the part where you're going to change your site title. Okay, so this is also what Google will see. So if, for example, it comes up on a Google search, this is what will come up in the Google wording. So I'm going to change this to the feet, and then just put here fitness and nutrition. Okay. You can choose to display your site title and tagline by just checking this box over here. But you'll notice it's defaulted to black writing and you can't actually see it on this black background. So if you would like to change that, we go out of site identity, back to the main board, and we go to colors, and there is our header text color, and let's just change it to white. Okay, there we go. So now it is in white, and remember to always publish what you want to have published. You can also change the font by going into typography, and there you can see your site title. You've got a whole assortment of different fonts available for you. Let's choose one. Oh, we're still only in the A's. Let's say Arizona. Okay. Let's make this font size 2 to show you. you can make the size a bit different. So okay, so there it's a little bit bigger. Let's try 5. Okay, so if for example you didn't have a logo, you could actually create quite a nice logo this way. You can make it, okay, some of them you can actually change this if you want to make it bolder, but some of them they don't allow you to because of the font obviously is best suited for normal 400. Okay, let's go out to that one and let's change the tagline. So the tagline I'm going to leave in that font, but I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So let's make it 2.5. Okay, so that's a pretty good size. And then what you can do is you can actually go and remove the logo, because you're going to be using that as your logo, and we're going to go ahead and publish so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so there you can see it looks pretty good if you don't have a logo of your own. Okay, so we're going to go back to customize. And back to your header. In the next videos, I'm actually going to be going through the header top bar and a few of the other items on here. I just don't want this video to end up being too long. So we'll see you in the next video.